Winter Shelton Real Estate, the Morgan County Health Center in Versailles, Carpenter Gunther Lumber Company in Versailles, Burger Specialty Foods, Heartland Business Systems, Wright Printing and Promotional Advertising, H&R Block in Versailles, Shelter Insurance, Aaron Long, Agent in Tipton, the Tipton Latham Bank, Veracruz Mexican Restaurant in Versailles, the Osage Beach Hy-Vee, Gladstone Cove Boat Trailer Sales, Insurance Associates America, the Tipton One Stop, American Sun Control, the Graffin Reed Heating and Cooling, Jason Blankenship CPA, Pivotal Real Estate of Tipton, Farmland Grocery, Kidwell Garber Funeral Homes of Versailles and Laurie, the Bank of Versailles, Remax of Sedalia, the Shed Batting Cages, Versailles Total Fitness, and Timberline Real Estate. Now, with coverage of the 86th Annual Tipton Boys and Girls Basketball Tournament, here's Colton Taylor.
Thank you for the wonderful intro, as always, JT. Yes, I am Colton Taylor, the coach. Jason Vance with me. Boy, we put in some work tonight, Coach.
Yeah, this is fun, though, man. This is a great week. Good basketball.
We are here with the Winter Shelton Real Estate pregame show as part of the Smart Metal broadcast as our final game of the night. It is the Tipton boys, the newly reunited Tipton boys.
Yeah.
I mean, once again, I want to be very clear on this. I talked to Coach several times during the football season, and it was very clear. Coach Reeves was all in on the football boys. He's like, man, I want to see him win a state title and all that. He goes, but I got like 6 other kids, man. It would be kind of cool to see my football boys back on the basketball court someday. So, like I said, I know Coach Reeves was thrilled with their success, and once again, congratulations to those Tipton football boys making that Final Four. But now it's time to shift gears and play some basketball.
They got to play some hoops now.
And when Britt has stepped away, but when she gets back, we're going to do a zoom in. Can we talk about the fit on Coach Reeves tonight? I know you're a fashion man.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Coach Reeves over there, he's got the Jordans on with the red suit, red pants, red sports jacket, and the black shirt underneath. That man is ready.
Yeah, I couldn't pull it off.
Most people could.
It's kind of like the Campbell soup can look. It looks good on him.
Oh, this is going to be a fun one, Jason, as I vividly remember one clear thing about the Tipton boys last year. They were athletic, they got after it, and they rebounded like their life depended on it.
Yeah, they played hard.
And this is a South Callaway squad who, you know, as much as we could sit here and say, hey, if you're Tipton, yeah, you lost Jackson Bailey, who was your leader in a couple different categories. But in the same breath, South Callaway had a player by the name of Tabor Gray, who absolutely lit up the scoreboard last year.
Score. Man, he was tough.
So both of these teams, much like the game we just saw, trying to find their identity early in the season. I know it says 2-7 matchup, but I want to remind folks, if you're watching at home right now or listening or however you choose to do it, when this was seeded, Tipton had 6 kids. They didn't know they were going to have their football boys. So I feel like you got to take that 7 seed with a grain of salt.
Yeah, I wouldn't put much stock into it.
So this is going to be an interesting matchup. I will be completely honest. No, I did not get a chance to talk to the coaches before the game because I was doing a game. And before that game, I was doing another game. So, yeah, I can assume after talking to Coach Reeves, the game plan is going to be execution. He's very big on defense. He's very big on his boys not turning the rock over. And, I mean, that's always a sound formula. Which I need to get enough internet at some point in time. I would love to check in on Mizzou and know how they did tonight. They were battling it out.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, they were facing off with Cal in what is known as the SEC-ACC Showdown. Which, I mean, I think it's kind of neat. I love that they get to mix conferences that way. But we'll have to get an update there. We are about 5.5 minutes away from tip. In our last matchup, the Eldon boys knocked off Versailles. So that means, oh, look at that. Is that final? Mizzou takes out Cal. That's a big win.
Big win.
Wow. And they almost put up 100 points in the process.
Points, yeah.
Wow. So big win for, wow, that's terrible. Mizzou's head coach. I can see him. How did I just forget his name?
If you didn't say it, I would have known it.
That's how you know my brain is fried. All right, my day started with coffee with Colton with JT at 8:30 this morning.
Gates.
Coach, yes, Coach Dennis Gates. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's a big win for Coach Gates and his squad as they lost their first game of the season, and apparently they didn't like the way it felt and decided we're not going to do that again. They've ripped off 7 straight wins. I saw a ranking this morning at college conglomerate does that basically brings in strength of schedule, all that stuff, and they had Mizzou ranked like 46th in the nation, which That's understandable. They haven't played anybody.
Yeah.
But a win over Cal helps a lot.
Yeah.
But we're talking high school hoops here. South Callaway getting ready to do battle with the Tipton Cardinals. Tipton girls going to be in action. We'll have that game on the radio tomorrow and on MoSportsZone.com. Jason, you got to see the ladies with me about a week ago Saturday. They any good?
They are one of the best. I'll tell you what, if you haven't seen them, and we've said this, I think, for the last few years, if you haven't seen them, you're missing out. It's the greatest small-town show you would ever see.
I love the look that I get from people when they're like, what game you got? And I was like, oh, it's Class 2 Tipton versus Class 5. And they're like, you're going to go watch that? That's going to be a beatdown. I was like, dude, I know it's going to be a beatdown. And they're like, you mean the Class 2 team, right? I was like, no, the Class 5 team's about to take it on the chin.
Can't wait to see the look on all the Class 5 people's fans, their face when they see the beatdown, too.
But it's okay. The Tipton ladies' schedule gets easier next week because first they square off with Class 5 Helias on Tuesday. I think they're Class 5. And then
they're definitely bigger than Tipton.
And then on Thursday, they get Class 6 Hickman up at Mizzou.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so, easy peasy, lemon squeezy for them. But tonight, it's the guys trying to show off a little bit. And for these Cardinals, first thing I'm going to look at is Dane Schlotzauer. Dane is the shooter for this team. He had multiple games last year where he hit at least 6 threes. I think he had 4 games with 6 threes. I mean, that's huge because, of course, like I said, the Cardinals are going to be looking for where their offense can come from. Dane is very athletic, got a little height to him. If you can run him off some screens and get him some looks, those threes could be a big impact in a game like this.
Not a doubt.
But also, like I said, physicality inside going to be a big factor. I was trying to look through this roster and see there's a couple names that I absolutely wish were on here that are not. I was really praying that Paxton Pyle was on this roster. He was the fullback running back for their football team. You would have loved his style. It was basically, well, there's a hole on the right side, 2 players on the left I could run into. I'm going to go hit those guys on the left.
Yeah, I like that kind of mentality.
It was a thing of beauty. But no, instead, like I said, one name from the football team I do know, Lucas Cashman.
He's an athlete, isn't he?
Oof. Lucas Will out here as well. Lucas and Will are speedsters. They've got verticals. They are just great athletes. I'm going to have to get used to seeing these kids without their pads on. Look a little different without the helmet, but I think we'll figure it out once the game begins. Hey, Britt, since you got the camera going, we were highlighting earlier, can we get a zoom in on Coach Reeves' suit over there on the Tipton bench? Can we get a little money shot of that? If you're watching at home, this is what we're talking about, folks. Coach Reeves does not play around in this tournament. The red and black Jordans, the red and black suit.
Yeah, he don't have a suit. He has the suit.
The suit. I don't know if it came from Temu or not, but it's the suit. We'll come back with more of the Winter Shelton Real Estate pregame show and your starting lineups. You're listening to KS95 Sports.
Hi, I'm Jason Blankenship, owner of Jason Blankenship CPA LLC. As the year quickly draws to a close, it's time to start thinking about tax planning strategies for your farm and business. We are happy to meet with you and help you see where things stand for the year. We can also give you advice on ways to spend money to help you grow your business, all while maximizing your tax savings. No matter what your tax, payroll, or accounting needs are, Jason Blankenship CPA LLC has got you covered. Celebrating 10 years of service to the Central Missouri area and looking forward to many more. Give us a call at 573-557-2417 or stop by and see us at 401 East North Street in Eldon.
The students of Lake Area schools have done a lot to make their communities proud. Many have stayed to help the Lake Area grow and prosper. Whether they excel through sports or through academics, our students need our support. As a parent, be a part of your child's education. As a community, be a part of their activities by attending sporting events, concerts, and other extracurricular activities. Our support means better leaders for tomorrow. From Kidwell Garber Funeral Homes of Versailles and Lori.
And as always, a special thanks to all of our sponsors making these broadcasts possible. It's been so cool to see the outpouring of support year after year for these high school athletes, whether it's for Sales, Eldon, Tipton. We've seen it from all. Of course, we got to cover the Camdenton Lakers earlier as well, and the same there. So it's great that so many local businesses want to help support these young men because, Jason, we talk about it a lot. It's not just about the wins and losses. It's about the way that you're making better young men and women through these contests.
Oh, man, without a doubt. Without a doubt. If you're not in it for that, you're not in it for the right reasons.
I thought Jacob was coming up here to get a headset for a second.
He talks too much at home.
All right, we'll go ahead and get the starters here. I wasn't paying attention to South Callaway starters. Need to mark them up real quick. Let's see. Starting for the Cardinals, we've got number 1, Ben Bestian. Number 2, Will Cashman. Number 3, Lucas Cashman. Number 11, Ty Bixler. And number 21, Dane Schlotzhauer. So when I told you the football team was needed, that's because the football team's your starting 5. So, I'm not saying Coach was missing them, but they are kind
Not
of
that they
important.
were missing much, but
That's a kind of a big deal. Like I said,
100% lineup change.
and you talk about Ty Bixler, another one that played a huge factor at receiver for that team. So, yeah, I briefly had the starters for South Callaway, but I'll get it as we go. On the opening tip, it's going to be Graydon Pontius, 6'4" and a junior. He's going to be squaring off on the jump with Ty Bixler. Opening tip controlled by South Callaway, racing down the left side, trying to lob, and they threw it right to Schlotzhauer. Schlotzhauer just had to be awake and ready for it, and he was, but the pass ahead just a little too hot, goes off the hands of Lucas Cashman. Out of bounds, back to the Bulldogs. Move into the Carpenter Gunther Lumber Company first quarter of action. No score yet in this one. Going to the block. The big man down low is Pontius. He kicks it out. Corner 3 fired up from South Callaway. Too strong. Offensive board put up and in. Got to get a body. 2-0 the early lead from South Callaway. 7:28 to go in the Carpenter Gunther Lumber Company first quarter of action. Tipton, and I really think what you're seeing here is a lot of a team that has not had a lot of practices together.
Oh, yeah, you're going to see a lot of rust here, especially with all 5 coming in together.
That's what I'm saying. These guys, they haven't been scrimmaging. They haven't been doing anything. They're trying to get their feet wet.
Running for 6 seconds, and then you get a break in football. You don't get that luxury in basketball.
No, you do not. Schlotzhauer on defense. They try to lob back door, and the lob won't go. Tipped around, finally controlled by Bestian. Ben Bestian, that is. He fires it ahead to Lucas. Lucas skips to the corner. Schlotzhauer wants a 3. Bang! I'm telling you, these Schlotzhauer twins might be good at basketball.
They might be good at basketball, huh?
South Callaway trying to get inside. A good double team. It's kicked out to the wing. Driving inside, dishing out. Corner 3 on the way. South Callaway can't get it to go. Offensive board kept alive. Dished out a second 3-point attempt from the opposite side is good.
Crocker with 5 big points.
5-3, the South Callaway lead early. 6:30 to go. The Carpenter Gunther Lumber Company first quarter of action. Fired ahead to Bestian. Fakes the skip pass. Instead drives. Goes to the block. Dished out to Bixler. Back out to Schlotzhauer. Inside Bestian's mid-range jumper. Rattles out. Board fought for. Bixler had a shot at it, but instead it is pulled in by Pontius. Racing ahead, another 3 from South Callaway off the iron. Won't go. Tipped around. Pontius gets the board. Flips it up. Won't go. Gets his own miss. That putback is. Tipton is getting hurt on the glass right now, and I think Coach Reeves is pretty unhappy about it.
Yeah.
He's going to call a timeout to talk it over with his team. It's a 30, so we'll hold it here. Yeah, you're not wrong. I wonder how long it'll take for the cardio to set in.
Yeah, that's going to be tough, man. I don't care how great an athlete you are. Playing basketball is just different than football. It's a different type of conditioning, and it's going to be tough. And it's going to be tough for the Cardinals tonight.
Well,
Keeping up and staying at that pace.
I got to tell you, I don't know if he can hear me down there right now. JD sitting in front of us. I can tell you the Schlotzhauer twins' athleticism all came from him. He's told me himself multiple times that it's just a natural thing he gave them. Tipton with the ball, trailing 7-3. Little 1-2-2 press. Looks like South Callaway looking to trap. Schlotzhauer has it on the left side, skips it quickly over to Lucas. Schlotzhauer, deep 3 off the back iron, won't go. Rebound 3 South Callaway players fighting each other for it. And a reach-in foul going to be called from behind on Will.
Callaway doing a great job crashing the boards.
5:47 to play in the first. That's just the first team foul on Tipton. This is the 2-7 matchup. Winner gets Eldon, loser gets Versailles. South Callaway going to be a little more patient on offense this possession. It's straight man defense from Tipton. South Callaway may got away with a little travel there. Going to the block. Good defense. Shot won't go. Offensive board again. South Callaway. Goodness. Graydon Pontius in there mixing it up, getting the board, and he'll shoot 2 free throws. Tipton is just not getting a body on anyone right now.
played, what, last Saturday? So literally, yeah. That's going to be tough, man.
They didn't just play last Saturday. They played last Saturday out like 2.5 hours away in the freezing cold. I just realized I've kind of got you pushed off the edge there, Jason.
No, you're fine.
Second free throw rattles around near offensive board again, but Bixler able to pull it in. So Tipton trails 8-3. Pass ahead, Bixler was looking for the cutter. It's tipped. Schlotthauer able to save it. Whips it to the corner. Back out to Schlotthauer. Andrew Bestien checked in the game. He has the ball. Goes back to Dane. The corner, Lucas drives. Back to Bixler at the top of the key. Fires it to the corner to Will. Resetting is Andrew. This is a 3-2 zone being played by South Callaway. The threes are there if you can get looks. Schlotthauer's got one in the corner.
Oh,
Shot is strong. It's online, just not falling yet. May take Dane a couple games to get that touchback. South Callaway races the other end. Tough shot contested. Offensive board, but a good job hauling it in. Lucas. If you're wondering why I'm saying Lucas and Will, because if I just say Cashman, everyone's going to be confused. Trust me, I had like 4 Beanlands in Eldon this year in football. It was very difficult. Schlotthauer has it knocked loose on the floor. Tie-up going to be called. Great defense being played by Tucker Jones. Well, this is a tall South Callaway squad.
yeah, they are.
6'4", 6'3", 6'3", 6'5", 6'3". They got more 6'3" kids than Camdenton, and that's saying something. Bestien to the corner and just being bodied out of bounds after receiving the pass. I believe that's Cooper Stufflebean. No, excuse me. That's Riley Walters. Like I said, he also played football. If they're playing basketball, just assume they played football. Schlotthauer, top of the key. Lucas, shot fake, gets inside, hangs in the air, shot up and good. Good look from Lucas. Lead back to 3. Corner 3, South Callaway on the run. Won't go. Great board by Lucas. He wants to run. South Callaway kind of runs up his back, but he keeps his balance. 4:05 to go. Bixler. Back to Lucas. High post. Back out to Bixler. Tries a 3. Won't go. A fight for the board. Bestien in there mixing it up. And, bro, I didn't see that. They're going to get Andrew for the reach. I kind of thought that was just a 50-50 ball fighting for it.
That was a no call. Let's just go.
Well, here's the thing. They're not paying me to officiate.
They don't care what we think. So.
No, not at all, actually. So 8-5, the South Callaway lead. Give Tipton their props. They have looked very rusty. They're starting to get into a little groove. This is just a 3-point game. That's an illegal screen all day and all night, and that's going to be called on South Callaway. If you jump into the guy to set the screen as he's coming at you, they're generally going to call that.
You think so?
So Tipton gets the ball back down by just 3.
Especially after it's a point of emphasis this year.
It really is.
I just like saying point of emphasis.
You know, it's just dawned on me and made me very uncomfortable how loud I realize we are in this gym. That's kind of quiet right now. And Bestien was looking for the back cut. The problem is the only player that was there was Ethan Edwards at 6'5". Big old boy. Getting inside, setting up a corner 3 is South Callaway. The 3 is long, hits the iron, both sides, rattles, tipped around, knocked out of bounds. We'll say last touch by the Cardinals. I mean, this is just a massive South Callaway squad.
They're huge. 6'5", and I mean, he has got some guns now.
We've seen some big boys in this tournament. I still find that to be one of the weirder rules in basketball. You have to keep your jersey tucked in. That stopped the game to get that fixed. Shot won't go. Good box out and a board. Controlled by Ben Bestien. Ahead to Schlotthauer. Gives the shot fake. Takes the contact. They're going to say drag that pivot foot. That's one that Coach Reeves is going to be telling Dane, hey, I like the idea, but just go up with it next time, man.
Yeah, just take it up.
If you get blocked, you get blocked. Schlotthauer going to get a breather. Once again, straight man defense. However, confusion on who has who leaves a shooter open. Shot won't go, though. Will the board. Lucas the board. Gives it to Will. Back to Lucas. Back to Will. Bestien high post. Has it, steps back out. I guess I should be more specific because we got 2 of them as well. That's Andrew at the high post. Now Andrew on the low block gets it. Kicks it out. A shot fake from Lucas. He drives. Back out to Ben. Ben fires a 3.
Nice.
Andrew. Gosh, you know what? Too many Bestiens. Ben Bestien with the 3. And we're tied up at 8. And a steal by the Cardinals. Tipton wants to run with it. That's Andrew with the ball. Not to be confused with Ben. Andrew into Ben. Ben's turnaround jumper rattles and falls. Cardinals have their first lead of the game. Why do I have so many teams with brothers playing the same sport? And a hand check going to be called. That's going to go on Riley Walters. Riley, you have no idea how much I appreciate you not having a sibling playing right now. Oh, man. 2:14 to play in the Carpenter Gunther Lumber Company first quarter of action. 10-8, Tipton leads South Callaway. South Callaway jumped out early. Looked like they may run away with it, but Tipton's found their groove, playing a lot better. Look at those neon green shoes, by the way.
I know, man.
And great defense on the block. Tipton has it and wants to run. That's Will on the run out. Gives it off to Andrew. Andrew mid-range pull up, hits the front iron, rolls off the back. Good look, just wouldn't fall. South Callaway quickly the underway, under 2 minutes to play, and a little overzealous defensively was Riley Walters. They're going to call him with a hand check. So it looks like he's going to get a breather as Ty Bixler going to check back into the game. That will be team foul 5. So to the line for South Callaway, Colton Crocker. You know that kid's got to be good with a name like that. And he missed the free throw. All right, yeah, that's living up to that Colton name, let me tell you what. It's because he's Colton with an E, I'm Colton with an O. Yeah, that's a problem. Second free throw, money. I never doubted you, Colton. Full court pressure and a great job handling it. Andrew Bastian, he gets hand checked. They'll call the foul. That'll just be team foul 3 on South Callaway. Back into the game, Dane Schlotzauer. He's going to come in for Andrew. Which makes my life easier. Only one Bastian on the floor, a Schlotzauer, and a couple Cashman. And a Bixler.
That's when the stream goes down.
Don't even say that. I need to find out. I remember Kenna Bixler played for the girls a few years ago.
Yeah. Oh,
what a pass inside. Shot won't fall. Lucas keeps it alive and is fouled on the putback.
Man, that was a look.
That was a bullet. That was a great catch and a great take. Now Lucas will have 2 free throws. Yeah, this roster they put in their book was very confusing since there's multiple doubles on numbers.
Yeah.
Lucas's first free throw is long. Like I said, Lucas, he had a catch on the 1-yard line in that state semifinal with 0.3 seconds left that wound up leading to a Tipton score. Second free throw up and good. He is a great wide receiver. 11-9, Tipton by 2, 1:30 to go. Near steal off the gamble. Now South Callaway in the corner, Tipton able to recover. Trying to drive, good defense being played by Will. Now Lucas on the contest, 3's up and knocked down.
Nice shot.
That's just a tough shot by South Callaway as they regain the lead 12-11. We may be in for another good game here tonight. Schlotzauer trying to break the press, but it's picked off by South Callaway, and a reach-in foul going to be called on Dane, trying to stop the fast break, and that's going to send South Callaway to the free throw line. I think that may be a little bit of a frustration foul after the turnover.
I agree.
So back at the free throw line, Colton Crocker just nails. 13-11, South Callaway by 2. Second free throw coming up. Off the front iron won't go, and Schlotzauer the board. Tipton down by 2 with 1:05 to go. Carpenter Gunther Lumber Company first quarter. Tipton breaks the trap. If you can get behind the press, you can get layups, and Will does.
Nice job.
Great ball movement. We're tied at 13 apiece. This is the 2-7 matchup. I just think that seeding may have been a little iffy because of football. 45 seconds remain. South Callaway with the ball down by 2. Contested jumper from the short corner won't go. Ben Bestian the board. Dane has it. To the corner is Will. Fake. Bixler drives, got a lane to the hoop. Counted a foul. Strong take for Ty Bixler.
Man, here I'm pretty impressed with this Tipton team for seriously. I mean,
3 practices.
So few practices.
I don't even know if they've had 3. It's Tuesday. They probably haven't had 3. They may have had 2. I got to think Coach probably gave them Sunday off.
Wouldn't you have to?
I'm not even sure they practice. He's like, guys, just Get a uniform and show up.
I mean,
We'll figure something out.
Your body is not right after a football season for a while. And just to go straight into another sport.
As the free throw no good, let's also add that last game they played was against a team that threw the ball one time. It was a power game.
Physical game in the cold, in the elements.
26 degrees. Will with a near steal. South Callaway getting inside. A little bit sloppy at the moment. South Callaway out on the wing. Good defense by Will. Now in the corner, looking to get back inside. Tipton not making that easy. Turnaround jumper, tough shot, and a good make. Tied back up at 15 apiece. 9 seconds to go. Can Tipton get a look before the quarter ends? Schlotzhauer skips it to Will. Will to Ben. 3 seconds left, and Ben a little overzealous. They're going to get him for the travel. So South Callaway going to get the last look at this before the quarter expires. I will say you can see a little bit of the windedness on a couple guys, though, after the big exchanges.
Yeah, they look a little tired.
Tipton, full court pressure, deep three, heaved up, nearly banked in. But after 1 quarter of action, we're tied at 15 apiece. We'll be back with more. You're listening to KS95 Sports.
Martin Metal, just outside of Versailles, Missouri, is proud to announce the operation of our new laminated post-production plant. We now offer our customers high-quality glued, nailed, and planed 3-ply, 4-ply, and 5-ply columns. Yellow pine and treated 2x6 and 2x8 constructed. These posts won't split, warp, or twist, and are backed by a 50-year warranty against rot and decay. Order by the job, bundle, or the truckload, as we offer delivery in Missouri and across the heartland of America. Call Martin Metal to find out more. 573-378-4050, and move your project forward with Martin Metal. The Morgan County Health Center in Versailles reminds you can help your child have a healthy future. Encourage them to get 1 hour or more of physical activity every day and limit screen time to 2 hours at most. Time spent in front of a screen watching TV or playing video games means less time being active. Make sure they get 3 servings of low or no fat milk or yogurt every day. 4 servings of water, not sugary drinks, and 5 servings or more of fruit and vegetables. Healthy habits lead to a healthy future. A message from the Morgan County Health Center in Versailles.
Just remember, when JT said in that clip, limit the screen time, that's unless you're watching a game on MoSportsZone.com. That doesn't count. I probably shouldn't say that, but I did. We move into the H&R block of Versailles' second quarter, all part of this Martin Metal broadcast, and we're tied up 15 apiece. This is the 7-2 matchup, but don't tell Tipton that. Inbounds play, looking for a 3 on the wing. Step back, forced up shot. Will was there defensively. And now out on the run is Andrew Beshton. He settles it down, gives it to Will. Will goes baseline. Good recovery by South Callaway. It's given up to Andrew. Into Ben. Ben muscles it up. The little hook shot won't go. And a strong board by Ethan Edwards. Out and running. What a catch in the corner. Driving baseline. Skip pass. Wing 3. Up and rattles off. Offensive board. South Callaway. Knocked out of bounds. Last touch by the Cardinals.
He's doing a great job on them offensive rebounds.
South Callaway will maintain possession underneath their own basket. On the wing, looking to drive. Step back, free throw line jumper at just short. The South Callaway team surprises me a little bit. With their size advantage, they don't really seem concerned about trying to feed the post.
No, they don't. If I was them, I would try to get out and play this game fast and try to wear this Tipton team down.
Tipton able to break the pass. Ahead to Schlotzhauer on the left side. In a double team, kicks it out, needs help, goes to Andrew. Into Ben outside, out to Will. Shot fake, steps into the short corner, has it stripped though. Stolen and out and running is South Callaway. Both these teams played pretty solid defense early. Defense really has kind of become the name of this Tipton tournament. The corner now looking for the post up as they were trying to get it to Ethan Edwards, but Tipton not allowing that. Edwards now at the top of the key has it, and a little pitter patter. It's going to be a travel ball back to the Cardinals.
How tall is Pontius? Would you have him listed at?
Pontius is listed at 6'4". And a near turnover. Cardinals able to keep it alive. Schlotzhauer tried the skip to Lucas, but this is just too big and lengthy of a South Callaway team to do that. South Callaway looking to run the fast break. Tipton does a good job getting back defensively. Driving, it's a steal by Lucas. Just quick hands. He'll reset and bring the ball up the floor. Gives it to Schlotzhauer. Schlotzhauer sees the double team. Goes ahead to Will. Inside to Lucas. Little turnaround jumper. Oh, halfway down and came back out. Once again, these guys don't fully have their touch right now. Their defense, all they've been doing is hitting people for the last, 3 months. But the defense, you can't question that. Even without playing, they're playing great defense and really not fouling that much. And a
That's
charge.
a good job right there.
Will Cashman steps up, takes the shoulder check, draws the charge. I mean, right on cue, though. This defense has been fantastic.
Yes, it has.
I do love, though, Will got hit and it was like nothing. It's like, you know what we've been doing for a couple weeks, guys? Come on.
I'll give you. I mean, when you look at him, these Tipton boys, they look a little winded right now, grabbing their shirts and grabbing their shorts, which is to be expected.
Yeah, I do wonder, and I wonder if that's part of why, as Coach Reeves calls the timeout, you may have to, kind of feather your timeouts a little bit and try to get breathers whenever you can for your
You're going to
boys.
have to, because a couple of them, I know they're good athletes. They're a little winded right now. If I'm South Callaway, I want to turn the heat up on that deal.
No, absolutely.
Get out and run.
Once again, this is the 7-2 matchup, so that's just adding to it. Not only have you only played basketball for 2 days, if even that. I'm assuming they had a practice today, maybe. If that's the case, you had 2 days of practice roughly, maybe 3 at the most, and you're in a 7-2 matchup, and it's tied at 15. We played 2 minutes and 17 seconds of this second quarter, the H&R Block of Versailles second quarter, and Tipton has given up a point.
That tells you just how tough these Tipton kids are right here. Because a lot of teams could not do this.
Once again, we will see the Tipton ladies tomorrow night as they square off with the Eldon ladies. Should be a fun matchup. Actually, I was looking up there. So Ty Bixler is Kenna Bixler's brother. I see Coach Bixler used to coach with his Tipton staff years ago up there in the audience. Kenna was a great ball player in her own right. I know this is going to shock you. They were going to the Final Four back then.
Imagine that.
Yeah, there's just been a lot of those. You look on the wall and it's just, and they do it in all sorts of sports. And I see the baseball one up there too.
Oh, yeah.
Andrew Bestian at the top of the key gives it to Ty. Over to Lucas. Couple pass fakes, gets the defense to bite. Now to Will. Andrew in the corner. Double team comes. He skips it out to Will. Rocket to Lucas. Out to Andrew. Good look from 3. Just wouldn't fall. That was nice ball movement. Racing into the front court. They go to the low block. Little mismatch there. That's a travel. Play on off the front iron. Doesn't matter. Will gets the board, gets slapped 4 times, and he's got a big grin. Like, yeah, I know that was a foul.
Hey, Will Cashman's working hard.
Kid, like I said, he's got a motor. He looks like he's having a blast, though. Schlotzauer sees the trap, picks it up, goes to Andrew. Bastian brings it up, finds Bixler in the corner. His pass is tipped, still loose. Bixler able to recover it. Lucas has it now. Tipton got a little close in their formation, made it easy to guard, moving around. Now Lucas, a look from 3 off the iron, won't go. Tipton's got looks, just not able to knock him down. Racing into the front court, strong take, rolls off the iron, won't go. Lucas the board. Somebody's going to score again eventually. We've played half of the second quarter, and no one's put up any points yet. Schlotzauer flips it up from the mid-range off the back iron, won't go. Racing down the floor, head of the defense, shot blocked. Offensive board put up and in. We have our first points of the second quarter.
Points.
And it came off an offensive rebound. 17-15. South Callaway leads. Pass tipped out of bounds, so it looks like Ben Bestian going to check back into the game, along with Riley Walters. They'll come in for Schlotzauer and Will Cashman. Lucas has it. Bixler. Back to Lucas. Makes space. Goes to Andrew. Bestian's 3 off the back iron, won't go. And Bixler able to knock it loose. It ends up in the hands of Lucas. He skipped it over to Riley Walters, who got fouled. So I will say South Callaway, that's going to be team foul number 3. No fouls on Tipton this quarter. 17-15 to South Callaway lead. We've seen 2 points in over 4 minutes of action.
Lots of action, no points.
The corner is Lucas. Inside to Ben, turn around, good look. Halfway down again. Somebody needs to check that rim because it's not right. South Callaway on the run out. Skips it, wing 3 lined up. Halfway down, back out. Bixler the board, and they go over the back on him. That's team foul 4 on South Callaway. Anything else will result in free throws, and when you've only scored 2 points combined in this quarter, those free throws could be huge.
No kidding, especially for a chance for Tipton to catch their breath.
Yeah, like I said, Tipton looks a little winded, but it is worth noting a couple of the South Callaway boys look a little winded. Lucas fires in the middle of the floor to Ben. Ben finds Bixler. Skip pass to Andrew. Andrew, a lane to the hoop. Wraps around. Beautiful finish. Andrew Bestian. Quickly the other way, South Callaway. Strong move on the block. A lot of contact. Play on. These refs are letting them go at it. And Bixler getting a little tangled up there. Still play on. Driving baseline. Underneath, off the glass, soft touch, up and in, Riley Walters, and Tipton regains the lead. Under 3 minutes to play. What an offensive explosion that last quarter was. We saw 4 whole points.
Yeah.
Bixler going to get called on the reach as they were trying to throw it underneath to 6'5" Ethan Edwards. And give Bixler his props. I don't know what Ty Bixler's listed at, but he's no 6'5", and he's holding his own down there.
Yeah.
Well, I say that Bixler's not short by any means.
He's not short, but man, that's a big kid for South Callaway's big.
That'll just be the first team foul, second on Bixler, and we're going to have a Nikki Ragsdale remix of Sedalia timeout called on the floor. We'll take a quick break. Be back. You're listening to KS95 Sports.
Ozark Regional Insurance, an independent insurance agency, combines friendly customer service with quality insurance products, including home, auto, life, health, business, farm, and recreational vehicle insurance. Owned by Phil Hilty, Ozark Regional Insurance services the Lake and Central Missouri. For a quote, visit them in Tipton at 309 U.S. Highway 50 West or call 660-433-0108. And Megan Randall, manager in for sales at 609 West Newton or call 378-6081.
Having the right person at the right time and place will make all the difference in the world for the better. I am Jill Charbon at Pivotal Real Estate brokered by EXP. What makes us different is we can help you buy and sell property all over the state of Missouri. When it's time to make your pivotal decision, pick Pivotal Real Estate brokered by EXP. Located at Highway 50, Tipton, Missouri. Check us out at pivotalreal.com.
Pivotal Realty in Tipton is a proud supporter of the Tipton Cardinals.
2:49 to play in this H&R Block for sale second quarter. Tipton leads South Callaway 19-17. South Callaway with the ball. They set up a corner three, lined up. It's short. Rebound tipped by Cashman, kept alive. Little baby hook up and in, and we're all tied up. Points have been at a premium this game.
Hard to come by.
Breaking the press. Andrew ahead to Ben. Now in the corner, Walters. He wants a three and got it.
That looked good from the get-go.
Like I said, offensive onslaught.
Yeah.
22-19. South Callaway in the corner trying to go to the low block. Bixler there defensively.
Nice look.
Tough shot forced up and in by South Callaway. It's a 1-point game. I'm telling you, Ty Bixler, every time I look at him, he's bigger than I thought. Andrew skips it over to Lucas. Back to Andrew. In the middle to Ben. Turnaround jumper up and good. It blows my mind. Neither team could score for 4 minutes.
Now
everybody.
it's on. Yeah.
It's like you just got to see him go down once. Going to the block. Bixler there defensively. Back out for a three. Little inside out game shot won't go. Ben Bestian a big board. Needs help on the press fake. Finds Bixler. Into Ben. South Callaway gamble. Tipton's got the run out. Andrew corner. Three up and good.
It's on now.
Tipton. Their biggest lead of the game at 6. 1:19 to play in this second quarter. Trying to muscle up down low. I think a blocking foul going to be called on Bixler. He wanted to travel.
I think you could have went either way with that call.
But still, just the team's second. I don't know how many that is on Bixler, though. 2 or 3. Just his first. Never mind. Well, that's not even Bixler they're going to get for that. That's Ben Bestian. And a substitution as Andrew will go to the bench. Along with Riley Walters. South Callaway on the inbound. Looking at a wing three. Line it up. Off the front iron won't go. Good box out board by Bestian. Or Bixler. One of those B names. Will breaks the press under a little pressure. Needs some help. He finds Schlotzhauer. 27-21, Tipton leads. This is the 7-seed Tipton leading 2-seed South Callaway. Tipton is in their home white, but that's just because they're home. Turnaround jumper from Ben Bestian. That's his spot.
Ben likes that little spot right there in the middle of the lane.
Whoa, I don't know what just happened, but this thing just messed up my score. Something fierce. South Callaway looking to answer before the quarter ends. Corner 3, big shot for South Callaway. They draw within 5. 30 seconds to go. We'll see how patient Tipton wants to be here. Schlotzhauer, wing 3 for the answer, won't go. Rebound tipped around, controlled by South Callaway. I don't think either of these teams really care about patience at the moment. Quick trigger 3 on the other way up and good. So it looked like Tipton was starting to open it up. South Callaway's drawn within 2, and now a steal on the press. Firing another quick 3 off the board, won't go. Long rebound, loose on the floor. Lucas fighting for it. Ben picks it up. 2 seconds to go. He's got to heave it, and it won't get there. What a flurry in that second quarter. Goodness. All right.
Square one again.
It wasn't necessarily pretty, but after 2 quarters, Tipton leads South Callaway 29-27. We'll come back with the Hy-Vee halftime show. You're watching KS95 Sports.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, focus, and dedication. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that because we put in the hard work and dedication for decades. That commitment is paid off with award-winning customer service for your auto, home, and life insurance.
For auto, home, life, or business insurance, see Shelter Agent Aaron Long in Tipton.
Take your softball and baseball skills to the next level. The Shed is Eldon's own indoor hitting facility that features 2 full cages with screens, tees, and pitching lanes. You'll love their top-of-the-line pitching machine that throws a variety of speeds with precise locations to perfect your swing. The Shed also has a workout facility. You can add it to your cage rental or just purchase as a regular membership. Open Monday through Friday, 3:30 to 8, and Saturday and Sunday from noon to 8. Look for the big white building across from Gerb's in Eldon. Book times now on Facebook at The Shed LLC. See you.
Timberline Real Estate Team, powered by Real Broker LLC, is there 24/7 to assist you with your home buying and selling needs from start to finish. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing, they're dedicated to providing personalized and professional service every step of the way. From house to home and listing to sold, Timberline Real Estate is your real estate team. Call Tricia today at 573-690-2302 or Chris at 573-821-3988.
The Tipton Latham Bank is a locally owned and operated, full-service, independent community bank, serving the area since 1906. The Tipton Latham Bank, N.A., is an equal housing lender and a member FDIC. The Tipton Latham Bank is a proud supporter of local high school athletics. Stop by the Tipton or Latham branch or visit TiptonLathamBank.com.
You know, that works a lot better if I turn my mic back on. We are back with the Hy-Vee halftime show, part of this Martin Metal broadcast. At the half, 29-27. Jason, we've been treated to some pretty good ball games here this evening.
Yeah, it's been a long night, but it's been a good night, man. A lot of great basketball being played.
And once again, I just remind folks, no part of this broadcast should be working right now. And I hate to keep saying that because I know it's a jinx. But, like, my cell phone still does not have enough service to do anything. I've been trying to get a Snapchat to load since I started these broadcasts tonight. It won't do it. I could not get our sister station stream up and going. But Britt looked over at the hotspot and said it's got full bars. I have not moved that hotspot from that spot since we started broadcasting for a reason. I don't know what's going on in this one spot in this gym, but it is working, and I am sticking with
Magic
it.
spot.
But Jason, the Tipton Cardinals started this game, and I don't want to sound mad about this or sound like I'm talking bad about them, but they looked kind of dead in the water early. South Callaway looked like they were going to get up and run away with this thing, but boy, they responded in a big way.
Yeah, I think if Tipton was going to fold because of lack of practices and lack of conditioning, they would have already done it. But instead, I mean, they're sitting here with a 2-point lead. And I'll tell you what, man, you got to give them a lot of credit because that's awful hard to do with just a few practices.
Yeah, that's what really blows my mind is that these boys have not had much time in the gym. And I know people think, well, they've been playing basketball their whole life. I don't think you understand to go from a sport like football, switch over to basketball, and it's not just about understanding how to play. It's playing as a unit, playing organized basketball.
Yeah, it's a different type of team sport, and but just the toll on your body.
Oh,
You
yeah.
got to remember, football doesn't start in August. Football starts back in June now, with all the summer stuff, and you're already hitting and you're doing stuff. And now it's December. And, I mean, over half the year is what a football season is for a team that goes into the playoffs now. And that takes a toll on your body. There's no sport like football as far as taking that physical toll on your body.
Oh,
So,
I 100% agree. And once again, I just can't stress enough how hard it is to get your timing down as a unit.
oh, yeah.
Getting used to playing together. I mean, it's just, and we saw that in the first few possessions. Tipton had several. They just threw out of bounds, passed and around each other. And it's like, okay, and I'm sure that Coach Reeves expects that to a degree. Like, you can tell your guys go out there and execute, but it takes time and rhythm. No different than on the football field. How many of those routes did they run in practice
Well, yeah.
every single day?
Yeah, I mean, timing doesn't just happen mysteriously. I mean, it takes just lots and lots of reps and putting in that work. And, man, it's just incredible that, as far as Tipton playing at this level, just like they have in this first half. So
It's been
I'll be interested to see in their conditioning, how that conditioning hits fourth quarter. But so far, I mean, they've looked well-winded at times, but like you said, so South Callaway.
yeah.
So
I was hoping that I could get JD to turn around here in front of me, but he is very focused on his conversation because his girls are going to be in action tomorrow night. I was really wanting to pick his brain real quick and see if he would hop on real quick. Jason, can we get him fitted up with your headset real quick? Just for a second. We got to plug your girls tomorrow night. Plus, your boys out there playing right now. So just come on. I got a quick question for you that I know you'll be great at. As we get the assistant coach for the Tipton Lady Cardinals, JD Schlotzauer, hooked up here. I feel weird saying your full name because it's just not normal. But, Coach, you guys got a big game coming up tomorrow night in the second round of this Tipton tournament.
We do. Good matchup with Eldon.
What did you think watching that Eldon Versailles game yesterday? What did you see from those Eldon ladies?
The physicality and the way they move is pretty good. I think it's going to be a good game. We'll see how long the track meet they can last on, the whole full game. But yeah, for that, I watched it. I was kind of impressed the way they move. I think.
Well, it'll be a fun one, and I know you guys start your season by fire, if you will, where I get a kick every year. I looked at next week on the schedule, and it's like, maybe it slows down a little bit. Oh, okay, you're playing Class 5. Is it Class 5 Helias on Tuesday? And then on Thursday, up at Mizzou Arena, it'll be Class 6 Hickman for you. I mean, what does that do for your girls starting your that'll be 3 schools, Class 5 or bigger, within your first few weeks season. What does that do for your girls?
Makes them prepare for every game. Like Pepper likes to do, treat it like it's a playoff game. These big teams, that's what you're preparing for. It's the playoffs. So that's why we like doing that. And, preparing for it is it's exciting. Get you up for every game.
Well, you've got more than one standout athlete. Obviously, Ava on your girls squad, but Dane getting it done here tonight for the boys. Now, we were just talking, and you may have the insight on this. Do you know how many practices they were actually able to get in these football boys after the game on Saturday before this game today?
2.
Oh, my.
I think it's 2, maybe 1.5. I think if you call it Sunday of practice, but
so, I mean, to come in as, first off, that's got to be, I have to believe that played a factor in them getting the 7 seed in this tournament, not knowing if you'd have your boys.
Right.
But from what you've seen in this first half, I mean, how do you feel about their performance considering they got 2 days of practice and just ended a long football season?
Pretty good so far. The kids have been playing together since, Pee Wee ball. So they kind of know where they're going to be. Big game shape would be a factor in the second half, I think, a little bit. But no, they're getting the shots they want. We're a little lacking on the rebounding and boxing out, of course. But, for moving the ball around looks great.
I will say, your boy, he's a sharpshooter. That's what he does. He had multiple games last year of 6 or more threes. He's gotten a few looks. He got 1 to go, but a few not falling for him. Do you chalk some of that up to, hey, you've been throwing a football for the last 3 months? I mean, it takes a minute for a shooter to get his touch back.
Yes, you have to get a lot of gym time in, too, just to come back instantly. So, they'll have the ball in their hands more and more as they go on. They'll be back to kind of rolling. But so far, I mean, Coach has to be pleased with them, I think.
Any adjustments you'd like to see in the second half?
They need to look at the rim, attack the rim more. I like the passing, but there's been a lot of lanes they could attack the rim and get them in foul trouble possibly, but you can't be scared. I mean, you got to take it strong.
Well, I was a little shocked looking at the matchups now that Ty Bixler is bigger than I thought. I mean, he looks like he's got to be over 6 foot.
Yes.
And a pretty strong young man. Now, this South Callaway squad, not small by any means. Ethan Edwards, 6'5". They got 6'4", multiple 6'3" guys. What do you do to change the rebounding? Because it does seem like South Callaway has the edge rebounding in this matchup thus far.
Well, shots going up, you can watch several of the kids. They're not even finding a guy to box out, and then I think there's a couple good quality box outs, but yeah, they're just coming in beside them and grabbing the ball. They're not making contact with anybody, so they need to adjust on that.
So basically, every shot somebody needs to be finding a
Somebody
body.
needs to find a body.
All right.
That's gonna increase your chances a whole lot.
Wise words from Coach Slotzauer. Find a body and your chances go up. Coach,
That's right.
I look forward to seeing your squad in action tomorrow night. We'll be back here for that one, and good luck to you and your girls.
All right, appreciate it, man. See you tomorrow.
Appreciate you. That is Coach Slotzauer, the assistant coach for these Tipton ladies, and his squad going to battle it out with Eldon. Dude, you're getting way better at that. Yeah, he's a natural. Ava's never going to put on a headset because she's terrified of it, but... Well, then you remember that. You got to tell Ava that so she'll come up and do one because she is terrified to put a headset back on now. All right. We'll get her up here. Well, good. Okay, tomorrow night. If Ava has a decent game, you make sure she comes up after that broadcast. We'll be ready for her, all right? Appreciate you, man. That is Coach J.D. Slotzauer, and we got Jason hooked back up here. JD's advice for the second half was pretty simple. He said, yeah, they're big. Every shot that goes up, you find somebody, you put a body on them. I don't care if they're big or not.
That's pretty good advice.
He said it was 2 practices, by the way.
2 practices. Oh, my Lord. They only had 2.
And as the 7th seed, they are leading the 2 seed going into this third quarter of action. That's impressive.
And tells you a little bit about a Tipton kid, man.
And in case you were curious, I asked him about the fact they're playing the 5 and 6 schools, Class 5 and 6 schools last year, and all he said was, we treat games like playoff games. Let's get ready.
And that's the mindset you got to have to win a state title.
It's been the Hy-Vee halftime show. We're going to shift into the American Sun Control third quarter of action. Tipton leads South Callaway by 2. Tipton the 7 seed. Inside to Bestian. That's his shot. Just wouldn't go. That little turnaround jumper. Rebound South Callaway. They want to get out and run. In the corner, looking for the low post. Bixler's done a great job defensively down there. Tipton just flying around, trying to run South Callaway off the three-point line. That could have been a double dribble, but I guess not. Wing 3 thought about it. That was a lot of steps.
A lot of steps there.
I'm very confused at the moment.
It's like the NBA all of a sudden up here.
Finally, 3 goes up, touched every part of the iron, and drops for South Callaway. They regain the lead by 1, 30-29. Tipton's handled the press pretty well. Ben at the free throw line to the corner. That is Lucas. Drives, goes to Dane. They really just float one of their guards at the high post and flash them back outside. And a miscommunication as Dane was trying to go to Ben, but it went off Lucas's hands. And a layup on the other end for South Callaway. So quick 5 points for South Callaway. They now lead by 3, 32-29. Winner moves on to face Eldon in the semifinals. Loser will face Versailles in the consolation semifinals. Working around this. Well, this is a zone now from South Callaway, isn't it? And ball on the floor, diving after it is South Callaway, and they'll burn the timeout to keep possession. And Coach kind of mad at himself. He burned the timeout, and his kids were going to keep possession either way. And you saw that. Oh, man, why did I do that? Nonetheless, we'll go ahead and hold on to it for a moment. 6:35 to play. The third quarter, American Sun Control third quarter.
Colt, you were talking about the different seedings. I'll tell you what, Versailles, Eldon, South Callaway, Tipton, you got to really try to convince me that these teams are all about the same.
Yeah.
There's not really a big difference between a 3rd place and a 7th place right now. In this tournament, they all look like they're all going to be good games.
No, I completely agree. And,
because I'm thinking when you said who's going to play who, if they win or lose, those are going to be good games. I don't care who wins or loses.
100%. The next round's going to be a challenge no matter what happens. So
very evenly matched.
I really think it's going to be good for all of these teams involved. Don't get me wrong, you want to win every game and every tournament you're a part of, but you also want to make sure you're learning as you do it. And I think these teams are all going to get better because of it.
Well, I think this tournament is a good springboard for your season.
100%.
I thought that last year, and I still do.
32-29 is the South Callaway lead, and great defense being applied by Will Cashman as he forces the errant pass out of bounds. Ball back to the Cardinals. I was giving JD a hard time for a long time. He didn't like doing interviews. He was a little shy about it, and Ava is extremely shy. Well, he's told me that Ava was kicking herself for not doing the last one, and so she's coming up tomorrow.
She's going to do it, huh?
So, well, if you're that good at basketball, you got to be decent at interviews, too. Inside to Ben. Ben has it stripped, tries to keep it alive. Quick hands from South Callaway. They want to run. And on the fast break, man, that was almost dangerous as a pump fake gets Ty Bixler up in the air. Those are the kind of things, once again, that with time you'll get a little more used to. Your first game, you feel like springboarding and pinning one off the glass. Run a little play to the corner. South Callaway gets it in, but great defense being applied by Lucas. Will taking away the back cut as well. And a ball thrown into the third row. That's a souvenir ball. You can take that home, folks.
Take it home. Here, let me sign it.
So Tipton regains possession, only trailing by 3. Lucas on the point. Breaking the press, nearly stolen, but Dane able to keep it alive. Ben has it in the corner. Pass fake. Goes to Schlotzhauer. He skips it. Will on the weak side. Ben inside. Kind of has to force a jumper up. Won't go. Rebound South Callaway. So continuation of Tipton has got some looks. They're just not falling at the moment.
No. But we saw that in the last quarter. But then once you get one in,
that's all it takes. That first one falls and
flowing like wine.
First one falls and you get red hot. South Callaway with the ball, leading by 3, 5:30 to go. The American Sun control third quarter of action. Working around the outside, the straight man defense still from Tipton. It's been effective. Corner 3 from South Callaway. It's long, great box out. And yeah, that's over the back all day.
Yeah, that's how you do it right there.
And what a job pinning. It was Andrew Bestian.
Moved him about 6 feet.
Wait, what's the call?
Oh, no way.
They called that against Bestian?
No way. Okay. Wait. No way. Man, if that's not a...
Oh, my.
That is a textbook block.
Yeah, that's the
way you want it.
That's, wow.
Wow.
I don't know what they called him for. I think Andrew pinned him perfect. But nonetheless, South Callaway will maintain possession. Getting inside, kicking it out to the corner, working around the outside. South Callaway trying to penetrate a little bit. Throws it to the corner, a 3 forced up. Off the iron won't go. Soaring for the board. Extra pass to the weak side, laid up and in. That's tough. Like I said, I thought Andrew had a great box out.
Yeah, I don't understand that at all. That was perfect.
Schlotzhauer to Lucas. Ahead to Andrew. Inside to Ben. Extra pass on the baseline. Reverse layup for Will up and good. That's pretty ball movement.
Yeah, it was.
Lead back at 3. Corner 3 forced. And it goes. Did you see Will pulled there? The little flyby. Pretend to poke him in the belly button. But
play in that game.
Did not phase him a bit. Lead at 6 now. And a steal. And Lucas falls on top of the player. It's going to be foul. So Tipton in a little bit of a danger zone right now as you trail by 6 points, spend at a premium, and that's your 4th team foul with 4:30 to go in the quarter.
Yeah.
So South Callaway with possession. They are once again the 2 seed in this tournament. California the 1 seed. Tipton the 7 seed, but that's a little questionable at the moment. And another 3.
Man.
Goodness. Hudson Jones has got hot-handed. The lead is ballooned to 9. Coach Reeves wants to talk it over, and I can't blame him. With 4:17 to go, Tipton finds themselves trailing 40-31. You're listening to KS95 Sports.
Tipton One Stop is your ultimate convenience store destination on Highway 50 west in Tipton. Stop by for your favorite snacks, refreshing drinks, and a fresh meal from the in-store Subway restaurant. Plus, fill up your vehicle with quality Cinex fuel. Tipton One Stop has the cleanest restrooms in town. Don't believe us? Find out for yourself. Tipton One Stop, open daily until 11:30. Proud supporters of Cardinal Athletics. Tipton One Stop, where convenience meets quality on Highway 50 west in Tipton.
So in the huddle right now, Coach Reeves trying to get his team a little calmed down. The big thing to remember, a lot of games still to go, and there's no 9-point shot in basketball.
No, not yet there's not.
Well, that's fair. I mean, don't get me wrong. If you can heave it from half court on a consistent basis, I'm here for it. So we'll see what changes are made from Tipton. I mean, it's not like anything major changed in the game. The biggest thing is that Hudson Jones, the 5'11 sophomore guard for South Callaway, started knocking down threes.
Yeah, I think South Callaway, I've got some mistakes on here, but I believe they have 7 or 8 threes in this game so far. And kind of a difference on the scoreboard a little bit.
Looking to trap on this press. Andrew whips it back over to Lucas. Lucas ahead to Dane. Tipton being very patient against this press, anticipating the trap that's coming. Lucas, now they sag back into a 3-2 zone. Trying to go high post to Ben. Turns around, has to force the shot up, and it nearly climbed in. That's got to be a carry. Even the player thought it was a carry and stopped, but still no whistle. Very confused in this game.
What the player tells on himself.
South Callaway. 9-point lead. Dane tips it. It's off the foot. It's on the floor. Ben dives on it. Ball's loose ahead to Lucas. On the run out. Lucas ahead to Andrew. Fires it inside to Will. His layup just couldn't get up there as he was under pressure. And now a reach-in foul on Andrew, and Coach Reeves saying, come on, man.
Come on, yeah.
Like, what about the other stuff?
Of course, you get into some of these late games like this, sometimes you wonder if the officials don't want to go home.
I mean, I'm tired. I'm sure they are too. I can hear the conversation over there.
Just explain it to him. Have you seen my suit?
Yeah.
How could you make that call?
Like,
When I'm wearing the suit.
for real. In this suit, whatever I say goes, man.
Whatever. When I wear the suit, that's...
Oh, lead extended to 10 with the made free throw. So Tipton, they're going to have to find some offense find it quick. Second free throw up and good. I do think part of it is, and I hate to say this, I think the legs are getting a little heavy on Tipton.
Yeah, that was what we were wondering.
Ball to Schlotzauer. Good pass fake. And I mind you, that's something that it's going to get better. Bastian, turnaround jumper up and in.
Oh, in 2 weeks it'll be better.
Oh, yeah, that's, like I said, they're executing well, but it's all going to get cleaner and the cardio is going to get better. 3 forced up from South Callaway off the iron won't go. Strong board by Will. He gets slapped 4 times, and the ref said, all right, I'll call the 4th one.
I don't know if the Cashman kids get tired, though.
No.
And if they do, they hide it, Will.
No, but, yeah, they look like they're having way too much fun while they do it, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lucas and Will are both stellar athletes. I think Britt's cold.
It's always cold in this gym.
That's fair. They don't want people staying around too long.
No, they get you out of here quick.
9-point lead for South Callaway. Tipton trying to break down this press. Avoiding the trap ahead to Ben. Ben gets inside, skips it to Andrew. Fires to the middle, back to Ben. Turnaround jumper halfway down and back out.
How many times have we seen that?
Man, what amazes me is how many looks Ben's got from the inside.
Yeah.
South Callaway on the outside. Good defense by Tipton, straight man. Trying to close out on the shooters. Will swipes at the ball a couple times. A little push off, no call. Good defense. They are closing out quick on the 3 now. They saw enough of them go in, and I don't think they care to see any more. This Tipton defense been at it for, that's a deep 3 forced up from South Callaway off the iron, won't go, and great rebound. Could have hit the floor. But it's picked up by Riley Walters. Tipton down by 9. Near steal. It's going to be a reach on Ben as he was trying to keep the play alive. So, like I said, you can see it. The Cardinals are just right there.
Yeah. Just not going in. The shots just aren't falling.
Well, no, you've had 2 practices.
And that's to be expected.
And seriously, that kid's shoes might glow in the dark.
Well, that's what happens when you live near a nuclear plant.
Well, what's the discussion now?
I don't know.
I don't know, but there's a lot of talking about something. But more importantly, have we all seen Coach Reeves' suit? Free throw is up and good. Coach Reeves is
He blends in with the bleachers. I had to find it there for a minute because it's literally the same shade of red as the bleachers.
I love that, man. That is, and he bought it as soon as he got to Tipton. It wasn't like he waited a year. Second free throw is long. Rebound controlled by Bastian. Andrew Bastian, that is. Lucas ahead. Quickly to Walters. Gets inside, needs help, finds Lucas. Working it around. Walters drives baseline. Gets inside, gets grabbed on the arm, and they blow
That's
the
got
whistle.
to be a foul.
Walters looking around like, dude, Penny didn't hit that hard. That's a good football team. It'll be Penny and Adrian in the Class 1 state championship this Saturday at Fro Field.
That will be a good matchup.
Should be. The inbounds, Andrew to Walters. It's tipped loose, but Andrew able to pick it up, fires it to the corner. Lucas wanted the three, but a good closeout by South Callaway. Inside to Ben, shot fake, dishes it out. Three lined up for Walters. It's short. Once again, I think the legs may be a little tired. He's able to save it back to Will, though. Inside to Ben. Ben doesn't care how big you are. He goes up and finishes. So Tipton keeping themselves in this one. It's 43-35, an 8-point game. South Callaway lines up a three at the top of the key off the front iron, tipped around and controlled by Andrew. It's a big moment for Tipton. Can you get it back down to just a couple score game? Walters back to Andrew, bobbles it under pressure, able to get it under control. We've got 1:10 to play in this third quarter of action. A skip pass, Andrew to the corner to Walters, drives baseline. He's contested, but a good follow by Lucas, but the putback just won't go. Seriously, how many bunnies has Tipton left out there?
I don't know, man. It's been a lot.
And the defense forced to travel. That's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to take anything away from South Callaway, but if you play this game 2 weeks later, I'm going to be real. I think Tipton's up 15 right now.
Yeah, I mean, I think Ben Bestian alone in the paint has 25, 30 points.
Ben Bestian
because
he's
had a lot of wide open looks. They're just not falling. But
Ben is not that big of a kid.
No, but he's had a lot of open looks right there in the center of that lane.
He gets right, and defensively, I mean, Ben's stout. So defensively, he is bodying the bigs and pushing them around. 45 seconds to play. Tipton with the ball. Schlotthauer, quick hands to save the tip pass. Gets inside. Puts up a little floater. Just won't go. Touch is just a little off right now. South Callaway racing back with an 8-point lead. Trying to drive, but it's taken away by Will. Work the ball around the outside. They'll try a three off the back iron. Offensive board and a push-off going to be called. And it will go against South Callaway, I think. Last time I thought that South Callaway got the ball back. So
yeah, I'm giving up trying to predict what we're going to do.
It is Tipton ball down by 8. Any shot here would make this a very interesting fourth quarter. 25 seconds to go. Tipton has been very patient against the press and handled it fairly well. Will to Lucas. 18 seconds to play, back to Will. Thought about the three. Gets inside. Takes the contact, and he'll shoot two.
It's going to be big.
As you said, the Cashman boys don't get tired.
No, they don't.
Yeah, Will actually had one of the... Lucas had the catch on the 1-yard line, but Will set it up on a deep pass that he came back to draw a pass interference that kept Tipton alive on that drive, as the first free throw for Will is long. 14.7 left in the third quarter. Second free throw on the way. And it's good. Line drive. 43-36. Got a 7-point game. 10 seconds left. South Callaway in no hurry to get this across half court. 5 seconds to play. I have a feeling that, it ends with a lob in the back, and South Callaway gets the shot up, gets the offensive board, and puts it in. That was not the initial play design, but could not have ended better for South Callaway.
But it worked.
We've played 3. South Callaway leads Tipton 45-36. Fourth quarter coming up. You're listening to KS95 Sports.
Hi, I'm Colton Taylor, and I use For Sales Total Fitness. Their 24-hour access makes it easy for me to fit gym time into my busy schedule. I love how spacious and versatile their gym is. With a wide selection of free weights, cable machines, and all the cardio equipment you could need, I have plenty of options to help me stay in shape to cover our local sports teams. They work hard to provide a clean, safe, and comfortable environment. Join me and everyone else at For Sales Total Fitness in becoming a healthier you. For Sales Total Fitness at 31 North Monroe, or give them a call at 573-789-6800.
Sold out proud at Remax Arena, Lake of the Ozarks. Winter Shelton's got 5 seconds left to win this deal. Can they pull it off? It goes past with Shelton at the top of the key. They try to double crosses over the competition with some razzle dazzle. 2-1. He shoots the game winner. And it's
When buying a home or real estate, put the ball in Winter Shelton's hands for the game winner.
Winter Shelton's crushing it. Yeah.
Well, we've got 1 quarter left in this matchup, the 7-2 matchup, as we jump into the Jason Blankenship CPA fourth quarter of action. I mean, Tipton has held their own very well this game, but shots just not falling in that third quarter.
No, they just don't have that touch, and I think some of them are having a little trouble keeping their legs under them anymore. Just get tired.
But the defense forced the turnover. It also, I mean, the big deciding factor was South Callaway hitting multiple threes in that third quarter.
Yeah.
So Tipton, they can get this offense going a little early. They still are very much in this game. Schlotzhauer breaks the double team ahead to Bestian. Ben gets in the middle of the floor, out to Andrew. Lines up a three. It was online, just short. Offensive rebound, Lucas. Over to Bixler. Dishes it out, Schlotzhauer. He'll dial up a corner three, and it's long. Tipped. Lucas keeps it alive. South Callaway has it, but they were on the baseline. Ball stays with the Cardinals. I mean, right there, two clean looks. That one from Andrew was lined up perfect.
Yeah, one's short, one's long, which just kind of shows you that
you're tired.
Your touch. It's just your touch, and yeah, and you're tired. You're pushing a little bit.
Inside, Lucas, his floater up and good. 45-38. Tipton hanging in this one. Once again, this is our Martin Metal broadcast here at the 86th Annual Tipton Tournament. Top of the key, working around the right side. Tipton staying in man defense. South Callaway has not really tried to use much of the post-up game, and part of it is Tipton just hasn't allowed it. Top of the key is Edwards. Tries to go short corner. Ball's knocked loose, but recovered by South Callaway. Tipped again. Saved before going out of bounds. It's Tipton defense flying around right now. Edwards has a look from three. He'll take it. Shot is long. Board over the back. No whistle play on. Put back. He draws the foul. Isn't that how it goes?
I don't know. You got a 6'5" kid out shooting threes. Yeah, no, I don't know. Nothing makes sense.
That is Nathan Hector, which, I mean, big kid in his own right, 6'3".
I'm Callaway, man. I'm trying to use my size to my advantage right now.
Yeah, I'm a little shocked because Bestian, who looks like he's probably 5'10", is out there guarding 6'5" boy.
I mean, he's working his tail off. Without a doubt, he's working his tail off.
First free throw, no good.
6'5" is still 6'5".
Oh, absolutely, and a strong
he's a stout 6'5" too.
Second free throw coming up. 6:37 to play. It's a 7-point game. I have no idea what he read. All right, I'll read that in a
Thank
second.
you, Mr. Helper. Thank you.
Lead extended to 8. Schlotzhauer picks it up. Facing a trap, gets the defender to jump. Finds Andrew. Back to Schlotzhauer. They're closing on him fast and with good reason. And he tried to find Ben Bestian underneath. And then Dane, I think, once again, a frustration foul. Dylan Stonecipher? Okay, so that is not Hector. That is Dylan Stonecipher. Either way, he's a big old boy. 8-point lead for South Callaway with the ball. Once again, 7-2 matchup. And a Tipton team with 2 practices. A lane to the basket and great help defense by Schlotzhauer. Partially blocked that. And yeah, Will, that would have been a good stiff arm on the football field.
Yeah,
but
it's a little overly aggressive.
Yeah, Coach Reeves is like, come on, man. I'm wearing this suit. I just love that suit so much. Oh, and tipping the inbounds. That's how you do it. Will gets the foul, makes up for it by stealing the inbounds. Racing ahead, and it's picked off by South Callaway, and they get Will for the reach-in foul. That's going to be team foul number 4, and we've played less than 2 minutes of basketball in this fourth quarter.
Man, that went quick.
Yeah. So South Callaway inbounding in front of their own bench. Here's the thing. Tipton has had a lot of turnovers and missed shots they will normally make, and it's an 8-point game. Going to the low post. Bixler defensively. Good help defense by Schlotzhauer, but an offensive board kept alive by South Callaway, put up and in. I'm telling you, this Tipton team is gassed right now.
Yeah, they're showing their lack of conditioning right now.
And a steal by South Callaway, going to the hole, getting Andrew in the air. He'll be fouled. South Callaway is going to shoot too. Yeah,
a little frustration setting in too, I think.
I'm telling you, you're seeing hand on hips. Shots are short. Kids are just tired.
But in all honesty, I don't know if this, considering 2 practices, that this should have ever went to the fourth quarter, though.
No.
To be decided, because kudos to all these Tipton kids, man. And Coach Reeves for getting them ready.
First free throw is short for South Callaway. That's why I said, if you play this game again in 2 weeks, I think it could have a different outcome.
I think you do get a different
And this game, of course, isn't over yet. 5:38 to go, just a 10-point game. I mean, we've seen crazier things. Second free throw for South Callaway up and good. Lead extended to 11. Tipton needs to find a bucket. South Callaway's press, now that Tipton has slowed down a step, it is starting to affect them a little. Schlotzhauer tosses it into Lucas, back to Dane, inside, Will makes space, gets the defender in the air, count it and a foul. But that's the thing, even though the cardio and stuff's not there, Tipton does so many of these little things. That's how I know they're going to be good.
Oh, they're going to be, they're going to be a solid ball club this year.
Will a chance to cut this back to an 8-point game. Free throw long. Tipton's left a lot of free throws on the board. On the run out, South Callaway trying to go baseline. Good defense by Schlotzhauer. Skip pass. Opposite corner. Shot fake. Looking to drive. Good defense by Lucas. Tip pass stolen by Lucas. Schlotzhauer got his hands on that one. Tipton down by 9 with 5:10 to go. Like I said, it just takes 1-3, and then suddenly South Callaway starts thinking. And Bestian's shot partially blocked, kept alive by Schlotzhauer. Flipped out to Lucas. Over to Bixler. Bixler inside. Back to Dane. Dane, a rocket weak side to Will, laid up and in. Tipton within 7. The wing to the corner. Trying to go low, passes tipped off the board. Tipton another steal. Schlotzhauer. Oh, tried to throw a rocket ahead to Lucas, but it's picked off. South Callaway on the run out. Pulling up a mid-range jumper. Too strong off the back iron. Tipped around. Schlotzhauer has it. Ahead to Will. Will, foot race, going to go strong to the hole. Takes the contact. Shot won't go. Pushing the back on the board. Play on. I'm telling you, Tipton.
They're not going down easy, that's
no,
for sure.
South Callaway should be very happy right now because Tipton, like I said, they have missed shots that I think in 2 weeks they will not.
Yeah.
49-42, 4:06 to go. South Callaway trying to stall and catch their breath. There's some hands on the hips there, too. And it's poked loose on the floor. Picked up by South Callaway, though. Fired to the corner. 3 lined up off the front iron. Won't go. Good box out. Schlotzhauer, he's got the board, and he gets hacked. I'm telling you, a 3 on this possession.
This could get, it's going to get good quick.
You're going to hear, well, I can't say it. Things are going to get real tight real fast. Yeah, you look down there. I mean, you look down at Bixler just a moment ago, had his hands on his head trying to catch his wind.
Yeah.
And to his credit, he has been absolutely battling the bigs tonight.
Oh, yes, he is.
Him and Ben Bestian both. I don't know how Ben holds his own, but Ben is stout and strong. I figured that out. Tipton patiently trying to break down this press. They do so. Schlotzhauer on the left wing. Flips it over to Andrew. Andrew drives, fires it back out to Lucas. Fakes the shot. Andrew in the corner, 1 at the 3, instead drives baseline. Wraparound shot. How did that go?
I have no idea.
Guys, it's a 5-point game. 3.5 to go. Tipton is winning and have 2 practices, and the 7 seed is fighting the 2 seed. A 3. That's a big shot from South Callaway. Was it a good shot? Probably not, but anything that goes in is a good shot.
Tucker Jones, he's hit quite a few of those tonight.
Man, and a timeout going to be called. Looks like it's a full. We'll take a quick break. You're listening to KS95 Sports.
Aye, Captain, the seats of the Ozarks are too rough. He and crew can't secure the screens and railings. She'll never be installed right. She ain't sturdy, Captain. Rest assured, you'll see calmer seas this winter. And have American Sun Control secure powder-coated railings and screens for shade, too. While the lake is calm this winter, let American Sun Control install your dock and deck screens and railings. Come in, call, and look them up online and Facebook. American Sun Control.
44-52. Tipton had really made it close. I mean, it's still only an 8-point game with 3:20 to go, but I mean, we're not trying to win moral victories here, Jason, but Tipton should not be in this ballgame. Oh, wow, did not know I turned your mic down. My bad.
They shouldn't be in it at all. I'm just amazed that this was even a game in the second half, to be honest with you. No offense to Tipton, but it's just not humanly possible.
If you'd have told me it's the 7-2 matchup and the 7 seed has 2 days of practice, I wouldn't believe that they were even going to be close to in this game, and that tells me how good I think Tipton could be. So Tipton Working, it's now a 1-3-1 zone being put in by South Callaway. A different look than we've seen. See how Tipton handles it. Skip to Schlotzhauer to Bixler. Bixler just hands it off to Dane in the corner. Dane going to dribble it out, fires a skip to Andrew. And a tipped pass. South Callaway going to get out and run with it. Good job getting back by Tipton. The floater up on the back iron won't go for South Callaway. Offensive board put up. Lucas has it. And a bullet pass half court, and that's one that you don't need if you're tipped and it gets picked off. But it's travel.
Travel. Oh, they got a timeout. Oh.
Yeah, the ref had his back and did not see it. A clear travel. Yeah, that was, yep, that's rough. Nonetheless,
Tipton people don't like that one, do they?
No, it doesn't help when you do it right in front of the whole Tipton section there, but yeah, tough break. But like I said, this is, and I will say this, if South Callaway holds on to this and gets to face Eldon, South Callaway looks gassed right now running at this speed. And secondly, South Callaway has taken some questionable shots. I don't know that you get away with that with Eldon right now.
Exactly.
It's not out of the question. I mean, I just think Eldon was going to have the possibility to force some turnovers. Now, what's going to be a problem for Eldon is there's a lot of size on this South Callaway team, and how do they handle it?
Yeah, but I'm not sure South Callaway uses that size in a way
that is fair.
That would be that damaging.
Well, and we've seen Bestian body the bigs. Well, if that's the case, you know, Deer King for Eldon can do it. We know that, Ahart has really come into his own. South Callaway on offense, working around the outside. A near steal by Will. It's kept alive, though, by South Callaway. Thinking about the corner three, but taking too many steps while thinking. It's going to be a turnover back to the Cardinals.
I think Eldon can really do some serious damage in this tournament, to be honest with you.
I mean, yeah, Eldon, that'd be huge for the Mustangs. You get that win and go to the championship game where there's a chance you could see where you'll see a tri-county foe in either Boonville or California.
When you play defense like they do, you can play with anybody. I mean, good things will happen.
Lucas, three, won't go. Board hauled in by South Callaway, but a travel.
Maybe a makeup call?
Could be. Could be. Now, Versailles versus Tipton could be a fight, too.
Yeah.
Assuming it ends this way. Schlotzhauer, corner three, it's long. Picked up by Will inside. He has it stripped. Ball is tipped around. Nobody gets control until Bixler. He is hacked and will shoot two. Yeah, I need to stop talking like that because Tipton is not done. They are clearly not ready to call this a game as they are fighting with everything they have to stay right here in it. First free throw is short.
Short on a lot of free throws.
Second free throw, good. 52-45. It's a 7-point game with 2:05 to play. Does Tipton have an offensive run left in them? You know, the defense is there. That's never in question. On the wing, on the right side. South Callaway is just passing and screening away. South Callaway trying to burn some clock now. They've done so with about 20 seconds.
Yeah, they just need to be patient, run out the clock.
Tipton not going to let that happen easily, though. But I will give South Callaway credit. They're executing very well right now. Tipton going to have to consider fouling if they're going to play that game, and they do so. It's coming up to make the foul is Will. That will send, that'll be Will's fourth, which, I mean, you got to do what you got to do at this point in time. But that will send Colton Crocker to the free throw line. 7-point game. Tipton trying to extend that, give themselves a couple opportunities on offense. First free throw for Crocker is money. 3:45. Second free throw, same result. 9-point game.
Uh-oh. Oh, costly.
That was a unique one. Will Will did not think the ball had been tossed in yet. He thought they were giving it to him to throw in, so he started to step out, and that's one of those weird turnovers.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
So South Callaway inbound under their own basket, going to throw it up at the top of the key. Jump ball, South Callaway comes down with it. Probably a carry, but it's late in the game, late in the tournament. Tipton applying pressure, trying to tip something. It's a 9-point game, but South Callaway, like I said, they're playing very sound right now, and Lucas going to get called for the reach, and I think he took the worst of that.
Yeah.
Caught a bit of an elbow to the face there. So like I said, looking like we're going to see Tipton versus Versailles. That's been a fun rivalry the last several years.
Just took off the court.
Well, he might be bleeding a little bit. I think he got popped pretty good. Lucas is a tough kid, though.
What are we doing here?
I think, was there a little blood on the floor or something?
I don't know. If it is, it's on the red cardinal. Good luck finding it.
I don't know, a discussion going on at the moment. Well, now Will's left.
Now he's leaving.
We had 2 Cashmans a second ago. Now we have none.
Now we have none. They've all left.
They went opposite directions, too.
Culpepper's leaving.
Oh, my goodness. We're down 2 Cashmans and a Culpepper.
And we're one Cashman back.
Yep, here's a Will.
Down a Culpepper still.
But you know what we still have? We still have Coach Reeves' suit.
And the suit is still there.
Seriously, I don't know what's going on. I'm guessing they're finding. I love that to find something to clean up. I just learned everything.
Should we get up and run out? Britt, get up and run out.
I just learned everything I need to know about Will Cashman because there's something to clean up. And Will's like, I'll go get the supplies, and just ran out of the game.
Yeah.
Oh, here comes Culpepper with some cleaning supplies.
Gotta go invade the wrestling supply to get the blood stuff.
Like I said, I love that Will just ran out to go get it. Like, Will, no, you have a game to play.
Yeah.
Great job by Coach Culpepper. I got to say, this is the most work I have seen him do in quite a while.
Yeah. He really doesn't do much else around here.
No. He goes on trips. I don't know. I think he's the principal.
Something. Does something with basketball, maybe.
I've heard for years that JD is actually the brains behind the Tipton Cardinals, and Coach Culpepper just sits there.
Well, whatever they're doing, it's working. I'll say that.
Yeah, they're kind of good at basketball. First free throw on the way. South Callaway rattles out. Once again, that is Colton Crocker back at the line. Second free throw is nails. Lead at 11. No, lead at 10, excuse me. I'm bad at math. Steal by South Callaway. The train just kind of coming off the track here. That was, I'll give him an A for effort.
Hop, skip to Malou. I don't think that's legal.
No, a few too many bunny hops there, so ball back to the Cardinals.
A couple years it will be in the NBA.
Down by 10. Andrew on the run out. Cardinals got to go quick. Ben has it. Gets inside, back out to Andrew. He's got to fire up a 3 off the front iron. Vestian tried to keep it alive, and they'll say tipped out of bounds. Last touch by South Callaway. Seconds to go. Tipton trailing by 10. The inbounds is tossed out to Andrew on the right side. Fired back quickly to the corner to Will. It's kicked out of bounds by South Callaway. Will gets it into Bixler, lays it up, won't climb the iron. Tipped out. South Callaway gets the long board. And a trap and trying to foul, I think, but it's ahead to South Callaway. And under 30 seconds to play, Tipton going to foul, but that may be the last one we see, as I believe that may be all she wrote in this one. But once again, a great effort by these boys as
excellent effort.
7 seed. They have 2 practices together. I mean, it really was not expected to be this close of a game.
I think he gives. I mean, yeah. I don't even know what to say about it. I mean, it's unheard of to be able to do this. So they're going to be fine.
Oh yeah.
2 weeks, it's going to look like a whole different team.
Oh yeah, I think there's a good chance Tipton's going to have something to say about their conference, and I think they're going to make some noise this year. Second free throw is good. Lead up to 11.
And this will be the first year of competing in the new conference, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Schlotzauer, quick trigger 3 off the back iron, won't go. South Callaway gets the board, and I think Coach Reeves told him, "Hey, let's not foul anymore.
Let's just look at my suit. Finish this one.
Just come look at my suit, boys."
Enjoy it.
Oh goodness. So Tipton falls to South Callaway, 56-45. Score doesn't reflect it, but a much closer game than that.
Yes.
Postgame show coming up just a moment. This is KS95 Sports.
Burger's Specialty Foods is proud to be a part of the Tipton tournament, and they'd like to wish all the teams and players the best of luck. Coaches, if you want to get that extra winning edge, start your team's day with Burger's Smokehouse brand award-winning ham, summer sausages, and country bacon. For all you listening on the radio, if you're thinking about a new career, Burger's Specialty Foods is always looking for fun, energetic folks to join their team. Apply in person weekdays 8 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. on Highway 87 in California. Butch's Small Engines east of Tipton is your sales and repair person for all makes and models of small engines. They sell and install B&W gooseneck hitches. They're a dealer for Echo chainsaws, weed trimmers, and blowers, and a Kohler warranty center. Butch's Small Engines is open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday till noon. Highway 50, 3.5 miles east of Tipton. Butch's Small Engines. Call 660-433-5831. That's 660-433-5831.
All right, we're back already with the Bacon for Sales post-game show. It's late. We're going to do this pretty quick. Jason, what the scoring look like for the Tipton boys?
For Tipton, we have, let me figure it up here real fast. We have Bestian with 5.
Which one?
Andrew Bestian. Ben Bestian at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 points on the evening. Will Cashman had 9 points. Lucas Cashman had 5 points. Bixler with 2. Riley Walters with 5, and Schlotzauer with 3.
You know, you've heard the expression where there's a will, there's a way. Well, where there's a will, there's a Lucas.
There's a will, there's a Lucas. Yeah.
So,
comedy night.
Dude, I'm tired. This is what you get at this point, all right? It's been a lot of fun. We'll be back tomorrow with the Tipton ladies as they take on the Tipton ladies. We'll be back with the Tipton ladies and the Eldon Mustangs. They do battle. Winner goes to the championship of the 86th annual Tipton tournament, and they will face off with winner of California and Boonville girls. So a couple good girls basketball games. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. Like I said, these Tipton boys are gonna be all right.
If you have nothing to do, I'm telling you, you need to come watch these Tipton girls.
And I'm
better than any TV show you're gonna watch.
Oh, that's for sure. And I'm here to tell you, if you watch this game and you think you have the Tipton boys figured out, I promise in 2 weeks they will spoil your game plan. That is,
I agree.
This team has a lot of skill, a lot of talent, and a lot of athletes, and I think they're going to be just fine down the road. Any final thoughts before we wrap it up, Jason?
Oh, great night of basketball tonight. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. So.
Well, normally I thank somebody back at the studio, but we don't have one of those, so I'm just going to thank Britt on the camera.
Thank you, Britt.
And, this random hotspot for choosing to work when it didn't want to all night long. The stream hasn't even buffed. Thank you, hotspot. That's the sign to go.